Hello everybody, Autistic Genius here. Welcome to some more videos and more fun. Today we're, as promised, discussing pathological demand avoidance, or PDA for short. As I said last time, I went down quite generalised things about PDA, and I spoke specifically about how they resist and avoid ordinary demands of life. Today we're going to look at how they can appear sociable, but they may lack in understanding. Let's go. Children with PDA tend to appear social at first and be very people orientated, so that's really cool. They are very sociable, they look very sociable, they can be people oriented, but I assume it's on their terms, not on yours. They will have learnt many social niceties and may decline a request or suggestion politely. For example, me, I've got Asperger's, or Asperger's, however you pronounce it, and if I'm actually one for not making decisions, I'm actually awful at creating decisions and things to do. So if someone says to me, like, do you want to do this? I go, yeah, alright then, I'll just do it, because then I don't like the control aspect, whereas I guess with PDA, they like to be in control more, so they may be a bit more like creative in that way and in creating things for them to do. And as well, is maybe as well as creating things new, anything new to them that they're unaware of or unsure of, we'll just go no, because it's the easiest option, it's the quickest way to get rid of that anxiety. They are known to be unsubtle or maybe lack depth. I don't know, lack depth? What does that mean? Like, they're not like, there's nothing there? I don't think that's what it means. I might be reading it wrong. It's probably me understanding they may be unsubtle and lack depth. Interpret that how you want. Unsubtle, I get. Lack depth, I don't like the sound of that. They can be misleading, so they can mislead you. They'd be misleading, might say something in a different way, or they may be trying to distract you from new things. They might be trying to mislead you into thinking that you're okay with this when really they're not. They may be overpowering, so if they feel like they are being forced upon something new, they're going to be like, oh no, they might be overpowering. They may just be overpowering, they might not get the social boundaries, they might just be like, whoa, personal space, what is that? I don't think you need any. May overreact to seemingly trivial events. Like, overreacting to trivial events is just a form of anxiety. Just something silly will make you snap. A really silly thing that I do all the time, that's really trivial, is that I wake up in the morning, make a cup of tea, pour the water in, put the sugar in, mix it up, go to the fridge, there's no blooming milk. And that just makes me go, Aah! Because I assume there'd be milk because there normally is in the morning, but I didn't buy any, did I? Silly Tom. Have difficulty seeing boundaries, accepting social obligation, and taking responsibility for their actions. Difficulty seeing boundaries is quite normal, because obviously to them, why is there a boundary? It's a boundary and it's new, and it's conforming to something they're not sure about and conforming to something new, which is unsettling to anyone with autism. I find people with autism should be less constricted and you should try and be more positive about these certain things. I mean, there are some things they can't do, you just shouldn't do, but it's all about being positive, and instead of constricting them more, it's given them a bit of freedom, and then once they've explored and know everything they need to know about where they are, or what it is, then you can start constricting, saying, no, we'll do this later, and then it makes more sense when they've got all the information, and then they can take apart what they don't. Then they can take away what they don't need. That's how the autism brain works. It takes in everything at the same time instead of bit by bit. Sometimes bit by bit, but it normally takes everything in and then it separates it all. That's what I do anyway. All goes in when it's new, and then after about a few minutes, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I can do not worry about that bit, not worry about that bit. Accepting social obligations, like small talk. I don't know how PDA, apparently they can appear sociable, but they may lack small talk. Someone says, hey, how are you? And they don't say it back. Someone might say, hey, say it back to them, it's polite. They go, no, I don't want to. In that way, doing things for the sake of it to be nice is just weird. Like, for someone on the spectrum, just being nice for no reason, it just doesn't make sense. Like, giving someone a gift when it's not their birthday is just... Why? Why would you do that? You do it because you want to be nice, you want to make them happy, but you can make them happy on their birthday. Why do we have to do it all the time? Taking responsibility for their actions. When something is their fault, you've got to explain why it's their fault, but some people may think, like, if someone's made them angry and they've reacted, they might see it as the other person's fault, because to them, the other person's at fault for making them angry and making them do it, because they may be completely fully aware that they have no control when they're angry and they just go bang. So they might, instead of thinking, I want to punch him, bang, it will just go poof. Oh God, I've hit him. It's not. There's no thought process. They just go, or they push, or they run and they scream, or they shout swear words, or they say horrible things to you. There's no thought. There's no like, what? There's no thought process. They just do it because they're avoiding the situation and taking responsibility for their actions in a situation they actually don't understand, and for something that they actually don't have a thought process for. It just happens, and they start to react and take in what's happened after it's happened. We've been told off on top of that. That is a lot of things going on at once, isn't it? So when they may say they may not be able to take responsibility for their actions, it's maybe because they see it as somebody else has made them upset, and they just go rah at them. They go ah, and then to them it's the person who's made them angry's fault. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. That's all I've got time for. That's all I can that's my understanding of that information. If you think I'm wrong, comment below. If you think I'm right, comment below. If you've got something to add, comment below. And thanks again, everyone, and bye!